Well, hey there folks, welcome back once again to the Hop House. It's Eddie here and I'm still in my garden in the sunshine. Well, I'm actually in a shady corner, otherwise I'd be like that. I can't sing because of the sun. But yeah, I'm outside in a t-shirt. That's all that about. Thank you very much for joining us, by the way. If you're brand new to this channel, we're called the Hop House because we're like hoppy, we like house music. If you like either of those or both, then give us one of those. Give us a like, share, subscribe to this channel if it sounds like your cup of tea. Okay, so this is a bit of a re-review. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Well, obviously, but you've probably seen the title of the video anyway, so you know. So this is a beer that I have previously reviewed, but they've changed the brewer or the supplier. So how's it changed? I wish I'd have had one of the old cans to compare. Could have done a bit of a beer wars video. Do you want to see what it is? Okay, I got this from Asda in Telford. They now have started stocking some full 40ml cans. It's a sour. And it's this. And I did this in this garden actually, at this very bench, probably about September time last year. It's this. It is Gweilo's Rainbow Sherbet Sour. Now, nostalgically redefining, it's at the bottom there. The ABV on it, where's the ABV on it? Where's the ABV? Where's the ABV? Oh, right there. 4.5%, if you can see that. So I've already reviewed this beer. As I say, Gweilo, they're based in Hong Kong, and they're like a Hong Kong craft brewer. And they had a deal and a contract with Vocation. You know, me and my love for Vocation beers. And they were reducing it and selling it off on Vocation's website. So that's where I got it from. Now this is now with Brew York. So they've changed. I don't know if, I'm guessing it's contract brewed. They follow a recipe. I'm not quite sure how the brewing goes from one country to another. But it's under the Gweilo name still. But it is brewed at Brew York. A collaboration brew. It does say collaboration brew there in small writing. Right there. Collaboration brew between Brew York and Gweilo beer. Get it on the glass. Last time I had it, I thought it was alright. But it was quite sweet, it wasn't very sour, it was one of them. It didn't blow me away. This looks pinker. It looks just like a normal beer. That, it's about the huge head. Go away, fly. That looks different. To be honest with you, I think I reviewed it, it was September or October. It was in this very garden, on this very bench. And I can't remember now for the life of me what the actual colour of it was. So it may look the same. I haven't gone back and watched my review first before doing this. I don't know. I can smell that from here. I don't know if that's a rookie mistake. Should I have done that? I don't know. Bit of laser vision. It's keeping its head quite well, which sour beers sometimes don't do. Keeping its head very well, actually. That's a very well headed beer for a sour. But it does look pink. It does look sort of sweety-ish. Should we put that into there? Let's give it a see what we can, so I can always smell it anyway. That smells very different from what I remember. It smells like sherbet dip. Sherbet dip when you're a kid. Sherbet dip, dib dab dip, whatever you want to call it. You get the little dipper thing and stick it in, and then you just get your sugar rush. It smells like that. I'm not getting the usual sour smell I get, which is unusual. Ooh, maybe a little bit, but it's only minor. I usually get that soda pop gun smell. So when you have a Coca-Cola gun and the syrup goes and it just smells very sodary, watery, that's usually the first smell I get in a sour beer. I'm not getting it in this. And the more I'm jigging it, the more I am actually. It's there. It smells very sweet. It smells very sherbety. So is it going to be sour? Shall we try it? Let's bottoms up, down the hatch. Here we go. It's tart. In fact, the more on the back end, it's definitely different to what I remember it. Ooh. Ooh, now then. He's bringing back some memories of some other sours I've had in the aftertaste. I'll come back to that in a minute. It's a little fizzy in the mouth. It does hold on its head quite well. It's sweet. The sherbet lemon and the sherbet sort of a little bit of fizziness down the sides of your tongue like you get on the sherbet sweet. And then when you swallow it, it is tart. It's borderline. So it's not overly sweet, but it's not sour where you go, ooh. It's refreshingly tart. And then I've just swallowed all that right at the back end, and I've had this with other sours. It's almost like you get a little feeling in the middle of your tongue of like just natural spring water just trickling down the back of your tongue and the back of your palate. It's strange, but I've had that before on quite a few sour beers. I just had a message on my phone saying I've got 20% battery left, so I better charge that up. It's quite soda water-esque smelling now. It's better than I remember it. I'll put it that way. Wow. It is quite tart, but it is sweet as well. That is better than I remember the other version being, but it was being sold off at a reduced price at Vocation, so maybe it was coming up to its best before. Does it really matter with the sour? Let's see what information we've got on here. Rainbow Sherbet Sour takes you on an intriguing journey through sweet and sour. Raspberry puree, lemon zest and the kettle sour base combine to deliver a sharp tang, which is nicely balanced by a sweet, satisfying body. Best enjoyed with fruity sour lace sweets from your childhood. Gweilo, number 1, is a Cantonese term meaning ghost chap. Number 2, Cantonese slang term used for foreign settlers in the canton in the 16th century. Number 3, affectionate slang term used to describe foreigners in Hong Kong. Number 5, exceptional craft beer born in Hong Kong, brewed with talent, expertise and above all, modesty. You can take the Gweilo out of Hong Kong, but you can't take Hong Kong out of the Gweilo. Brewed by Brew York, Hadley Park, Oswaldwick, York. I think they've moved premises now, haven't they? Does it tell us any? It's getting more and more tart at the back end, actually. Ingredients. It says lactose. So is it lactobacillus? Malted barley, wheat, oats, lactose. It doesn't say anything about hops. Oh, it's allergens, that's why. Allergens, malted barley, wheat, oats and lactose, milk. Yeah, Gweilo, Rainbow Sherbet Sour. Better than I remember it. I can see this. Oh, the head's started to go now as well, look. I can see this selling very well, actually, in supermarkets. I'll be honest with you. I can see a lot of people liking this. See a lot of... I think the younger generation of the hipsters, I know a lot of beer reviewers call it more alcopoppy, but it'll probably sell better. It's going to start making me burp in a minute. Excuse me, I told you. Sours always do. It's pleasant enough. I don't remember the last one being very sherbety. That's a weird thing. I like it enough to give it a 1.5. So I buy it again in the 4 for 3 deal. Probably the reason I buy it again is when I'm shopping at Asda. The beers in Asda, although there's some 440ml cans, there's not that massive a selection. So I could quite easily buy a can of that. I'd definitely buy some more of that, the Kirkstall Jobber. That was brilliant. And then maybe I'd get like a Vocation Toucan Tropic, they do that in there, and that's a fantastic IPA. And then maybe like Brew York Hazy Jane Guava's fine, or a Club Tropicana in the 440ml, the Tiny Rebel. So I'd make sure I get like 4 different beers. So yeah, I'd pick that up again. Not bad, decent, all right. Thank you very much for watching. Thumb and a half from me for that. Better than the Vocation version from my memory, but I haven't got one of the older ones to do side by side. Oh, now it's got me burping. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you again for some more beer reviews on another day, and hopefully it's just as nice as today is. Ciao for now, people. Ta-ra.